Good afternoon, Oliver. My name is Fritz Kelly Edmund, and I'm going to be a counselor for the day. How are you doing?
I'm doing less than okay.
Less than okay. Do you mind if I ask why? And before you answer, I would like to let you know that things that you tell me are going to stay with you and I. We're going to stay in this room, and unless you yourself mention it elsewhere, it'll never get mentioned anywhere but on the wall. So, back to my question I was going to ask. Why is that? Why is it like that?
Well, going to sleep once again.
Are you having issues sleeping at night?
Yep, same dream over and over.
There's a dream that's stopping you from sleeping.
Well, wakes me up. Can't go back to sleep after seeing it.
How many nights a week does this happen?
7,
7 nights a week. So how long? How long has this been going on?
about 9 months.
9 months is. Because something happened 9 months ago. What did happen?
I lost the love of my life, Margaret.
Okay. Sorry for your loss. Was it um was it sudden? Was it chronic? Did you have to prepare for it?
Well, you have as much time to prepare for it as you do when you get old, especially when you grow old with someone else. I I woke up and she didn't. It's third. That's all there's about to say about that one.
I imagine that. Is the passing of your wife something maybe influenced you? Is there like a connection? Is your wife in the dream? Is there something that you think is working?
She's in my dreams, smiling, giving me one of the few things I found joyous. Um,
What else did she give you? You said she gave you joy. No.
well, my joy was work. She she used to be at the fire station with me during my youth, and I was a fireman for a good many years, and that the dream just brings up all those memories. Because I get put on a call, and there she is with my helmet. That's what she gives me every night. And we go off, do the fire call, and I make the wrong decision. I see my men go into a building to rescue the people who live there, and I lose them. I lose so many people in these dreams. Every time it's a different set of people. But there she is, handing me my hat, the same smile, the same kiss on the helmet. There she is. It's her.
Um, Thank you for sharing. That couldn't have been easy to share. It would sound easy to share, but used as beautiful. Just
I feel powerless. I feel like I have no choice in anything,
in your day-to-day life.
in everything.
How
I
so?
don't get to choose when I wake up. I don't get to choose when I go to the bathroom. I don't get to choose my meals. I don't get to choose my clothes. I don't get to choose much of anything. I don't get to choose seeing my wife. I don't get to choose how I live my own life. It's hard. I don't have her. I don't have a choice. I don't have my home. I don't have my stuff. And here, for 6 months, because my son put me here.
Are you in a home?
Yeah,
Something to see 6 months, which was 3 months for your wife.
it's about right.
See, do you think that your son put you in a home because he just wanted you to get in a new location, get in a team, go someplace where you'd be taken care of? I'm going to assume that your wife took care of you a great deal up until she unfortunately passed.
Yeah. After I was done being a fireman at around 56, she took care of me from that point on. My arthritis got so bad I couldn't take care of myself. Couldn't reach high, couldn't reach low. I could only hug her by the waist. She took care of me for 20 odd years, and here I am. She's gone. My son dumps me in a home, takes me away from my old home, and here I am, stuck.
Well, Mr. Oliver, it sounds to me like your day-to-day life is a lack of control, be it when you're conscious and awake and having to live by a schedule that someone else set for you, or when you're asleep. Because if you notice, there's a common theme. There's different men, but it's all give them order, and that order unfortunately causes them to lose their life. Correct?
Yes.
There's something I found interesting in your dream is that your wife gave you a helmet every single time. Gave it the kiss, did her ritual with it, and gave it to you. You went about your day and you did the best that you could at your job. It sounds to me that that dream, I'm not an interpreter, but if I were to try to, it's telling me that you saw your wife as the reason you kept. She was the one thing that kept all of the tough things the job has put you through. Your wife was a constant pat on the shoulder that made you keep doing it. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. She was the reason why I worked for so long. And then she worked and I felt guilty and I I couldn't control it and my health only got worse with my arthritis. And now she's not here. I miss her so much. I wish I could get up. Wish I could see her. Still miss her.
Right. And believe me, I do understand the desire to want to go back and experience what you used to have and used to love back when you had it and you loved it. I understand it all, Mr. Oliver. You know, I have to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Can you go back to it?
No.
You know it. I know it. The past is the past for a reason. It's not something that we can easily access on our own. But what we can access is the present. The way that certain events from the past affect you now are relatively negative. What if I told you that there were a couple of things to help you not so much get over the past, it's not the goal here, but to live with the harm that the past has caused you and to try and get over it. It is not an attempt to make you forget the past. It's an attempt to make you live with what has happened. Is that something that you'd be interested in?
I never want to forget Margaret. Never.
You don't have to. We don't want to forget the things we love for a multitude of reasons. But with these methods, you wouldn't have to forget nothing at all. You wouldn't forget anything. You would just simply learn how to live in the face of all negativity. Is that still something you'd be interested in? So, first things first, whenever you feel while you're awake, whenever you feel as though you're starting to get too down in the dump about things that have happened, or too depressed, start I'm too depressed about things that have happened, you're going down memory lane, and all it's causing you is grief, take a deep breath. I know it's cliche, everyone says it, breathe, but I'm going to explain why. When you breathe, you when you like big breaths, big deep breath, you are obligated to stay in the moment. You have to actively inhale as much as possible. Staying in the moment, in the present, is a great way to get out of it. Something else that I would something else that I would recommend is reminding yourself that if things did go your way, it wouldn't have gone the way it did. We need to understand this that just because some bad things have happened to you, that you're not at fault. You giving those men the order in your dream, I'm going to assume, reflects something that happened in real life where you gave men an order that resulted in them losing their lives.
I mean, it's not as many as a dream, but there were multiple instances where, altogether, I think I've lost more than a dream, but it, I it hurts. It just hurts. I hear the sirens when I am awake. I see them.
Mr. Oliver,
Mm.
I'm pretty sure, despite what happened, if you had your way, things would not have turned out the way they did. Right?
Yes.
Fortunately, those men who passed in the fire were met with a natural force that we can't control the way fire burns. You can't control what it burns. You can't control. But let me ask you: did you send those men in there hoping that they would die?
No.
You sent them there to do their job, the right thing. Your intentions, at the end of the day, whatever you may have told yourself, whatever you say to yourself regarding the situation, at the end of the day, no one can take away from you the fact that you sent them in there every they didn't, which is unfortunate. That does not at all mean that you are the soul. You are the Mr. Oliver. Men who go through it, there are more than you, especially in this area. Would you be interested in attending a support group for retired men who have worked in high stress jobs? Careers like policeman, chiefs of police, or police lieutenant, or army veterans, or especially those like of a high status, we're talking generals, staff sergeants, things of that nature. Um, Retired U.S. officials high clearance politicians or even like people who've had tons of responsibility on their shoulders and have to deal with the weight both both career and retirement. Would you be interested in joining a support group?
Yeah, I would like to join them and meet some of those people.
So you'd be meeting people who also probably have a regret or two. Some of it irrational, some of it personally, and you're okay with
Yeah, I would say so.
that. Well, that's good to hear because we as humans, we are so if we surround ourselves with people who have gone through something similar to us, it may help you find solace in your feeling, the way that you feel about what happened. Um, Another thing I might recommend. This would be a little more. This would be a little. This is a little different. Um, how about you and I set up or look into possibly getting you to mentor at the nearest firehouse? I know you're from Maine. You're not from around the area, but what if you showed them your badge, your information, your number, and you just told them that you'd be willing to help mentor the next generation of firefighters? How would you feel about that? If you be able to give to the next generation. Because I think something that may help you is instead of focusing on your mistake and what what happened wrong under your call,
Mhm.
how about we try and get you to focus on preventing next generation? I personally believe that that could help you get on because yeah, what happened in the past happened, but now you're actively trying to prevent it from happening again.
Mhm.
How does that sound?
That sounds great. As long as I can get out of this house, home.
Um, well, with everything that we have, everything that I've mentioned to you, all of those things in one way, shape, or form give you more freedom and control. Is that something that you'd actively look forward to or actively want?
Yeah, I mean, okay with that.
Good. Well, if that's the case, I think we're good. Like I said, it was nice to meet you. I will let others know that